What's up, guys? Dan in here again. I said in the last video I'd make a separate video about, I'll title this one 400EX versus 450R. Like if you have one and want to know what the other one's like, since I've owned them both. I'm pretty familiar with both of them, and I can tell you the advantages and disadvantages of both of them. I'll start with the 400EX. When I had mine was an 05. It had reverse. It was yellow. And it was a nice car. Let me see if I can do it. Nope. Not enough grip. But it was a nice machine. And I'd go back to one, and I would buy another one. Ah, dang it. Anyway. I would buy another 400EX. I don't have any problems with them. I like them. But, honestly, I wanted something a little bit faster. My 400EX was stock, too. It was just a stock 05. Had tires on it and bars and that, but nothing... No power or suspension upgrades. But, man, woods look good today. Man. But the 400EX, if you have one now, I want to know what it's like to own one at 450R. A lot of people ask me first, did I go from a quad that had reverse to one that didn't? And I did. Yes, I did. And probably wasn't the best decision. Well, yeah, I don't care. Sure would be nice right now. But if you're going from a 400EX, it doesn't have reverse, like I know most of you guys have. It's not going to be as much of a difference to you because you're already used to not having reverse. I'm just not into I'm fine without the reverse. It's good exercise, I guess. But another thing going from the 450 to the 400, or from the 400 to the 450, is that you are going to be working on it more often. This has become especially, I've noticed that a lot for myself. Boy. That you are going to notice that you're going to be working on it more often. Because instead of changing the oil twice a year, or 3 times a year whenever I do it, you're going to have to change it once every 8 to 10 hours of riding. And if you don't like to work on it, there's there's two different sides of oil too. There's the transmission oil, and there's the engine oil. Two different sides on the engine that you have to change, and it can be a hassle. Well, it's not that much of a hassle. You just change it. There's no oil filter for the transmission side. I'd probably change the transmission side too much. I don't know if you have to change it every time you change the engine oil, but I do. I don't know if you have to do that, but that's what I always did. I always do. And, you're gonna find, I got this one completely stock, which was a mistake. I should have got one that had some of the parts that I wanted to put on it already, honestly. I didn't do that. Hope I can make it up here. You're going to be working on it more often. And it does act differently too. Like a 400EX, since it's air cooled, is not going to overheat. And this will. It's all in what you want to do. If you want something that you can just get on and start up and go riding, and not have to think about oil changes or working on it, 400EX is probably better. You stay with that. But if you want something that's faster and more fun and looks cooler too, I gotta say that no 400EX looks as cool. Not even the 2000 to 2004s. I think this is the best looking quad that Honda's ever made. And look at that. How can you not like that? And the parts are probably a little bit more expensive for these things. And they're more expensive if they let go. But listen to that. And then you can get a dust for it, and it sounded like that. And it's a different sound. The 400EXs have, even with pipes, have a different sound than the 450s with pipes do. Put this back together. And I wouldn't recommend a tether switch unless you are going to go to tracks and that, because it is a hassle. Here we go. It is a hassle, the tether kit, the tether switch. And you're gonna... So it's all in what you want to, what you want to have. You want to have a quad that's gonna take more money and more time? Or do you just want something that you can get on and ride and not have to worry about? That's what you gotta ask yourself. And honestly, for me, what I do with it, come on, a 400EX would be perfectly fine for what I do, but these things are fine. But yeah, I know this video has been dragging on a little bit, but there you have it. If you want to go fast, buy a 450. If you want to just ride, buy a 400. I can't stop. So yeah, I'll talk to you later, guys.